Thank you very much for having me. This is called Shore Love. Prick your ears, one and all, for I have a tale, and a reflection I shall relay to you. I swear every word I say rings true, being well contained by this my frank recall. 'Twas during an obliging, carefree, happier time, and I was a proud, unscarred young boy man in my prime, and I was courting by the sea. Is this shore love? She asked of me. I ventured, yes, upon which verily she gave of herself to me quite willingly and freely on the dune. And there we lay on a sandhill under a lover's full moon. On my own performance I thought quite sound. That which moved beneath her was not the ground, and naturally she was breathless, delighted. She said her bosom was heaving, overexcited. Amongst her many mumblings, I heard bosoms, and so to her perky breasts I spoke aloud my drooling boyish thought, I love you too, which had her squeal and shout for joy, cartwheel and jump about like a kangaroo. But my brainwaves evolving as they ought, burgeoning to a tiny seed, thence a wriggling embryo of emerging thought, thereafter a pulsing, bluish pinking, living fetus of deep considered thinking, void of doubt and all confusion. Next I'm in labour, rejoicing in the deliverance of one and only one conclusion, namely, our shore love was not even on the beach. Ergo, how could it be shore? The waterline was far beyond a sprinter's reach, and we were way off in the dune. Now, not spurred on by any want for needless hurting, I bravely birthed my brain bubble baby boy by boldly blurting, I spoke too soon. I've thought quite hard on that shoreline. In point of fact, I was far from shore, not exact, therefore most imprecise in my own mind, and so, without wanting a huge to-do, I must state clearly now my love to you, while close to shore, was not sincerely, completely, truly, purely, surely shore. After which she cried and acted poorly. Poor. Any willpower she had for keeping tact near shore was plainly lacking, for with one single almighty smite connecting with profound impact, my eye was hurt and quickly blacking. Gracious me, this is a huge to-do, for you see her aim was true, and her well-placed precision blow has left me reeling, bleeding, needing healing, feeling battered, bruised and broken. Given little chance to soften my remarks or offer up recants for any of the many words it's alleged I have or have not spoken. My whole face from brow to jowl is badly aching. My two once steady hands she had invited, optioned to explore her firm, slender, naked body, the best I've seen near shore. These self-same rock-steady hands have, with all great sudden, turned to shaking. I can see my skin is taking on a ghostly whiter shade of pale, and from the medical standard, the Glasgow Coma Assessment Scale, I rate myself a GCS of 8, meaning my conscious state is not one iota, not one eye flutter, one staggered step, slurred word, stammer, nor one stutter, more conscious than semi, confirming this harsh lesson I'm still learning, and my birth of thought while close to shore may have been a wee bit preemie. Who will solve the mystery of women? I have had one good lesson, surely given, delivered by a girly fist, hardened, tempered by the uncorked fury previously bottled up tight, embedded deep within a woman's scorn, converting her to an Amazon Samson, only not so tall, and also not the hairy Samson, just the Samson cleanly shaved and freshly shorn. Even now, years, decades later, I can still but wonder in depth what for and why, as I still, as yet, fruitless try to see the world from the woman's point of view, albeit looking through my one remaining eye. Yes, it is by a woman I have been well taught from conception right through to the very birth of thought, to ponder on the thought abortion or risk giving birth to thought without due caution, for I am man, father of that foolish spoken thought, airborne from within my own quick mind, really an empty, barren box masquerading to me as a fertile womb for productive thought. Well, from this two-faced place, my baby thought has been wrenched and torn. Spoken words thus born. Words, spoken words which hang in the air like the maiden flight of a downing bird, only to spiral down to the ground when the faintest uttered whispered sound I make may be drawn out, guttered, twisted round into what she heard. It is just so that I have learned when walking hand in hand with view to spoon or woo, until that sweet surrender so tender on the rasping sand, to avoid any mixed up feelings, make all amorous dealings clearly written, or learn to love the hurt you gain, embrace your new best friend, Mr. Endless Pain, who seems to come with being smitten. And don't stamp me with unfair misanthropic brandings, near sure 'tis a far, far better world, a world with no misunderstandings of tangled knees and elbows, love, that thought which sparks in disparate minds, fuels different fires of desperate kinds of confusing, controlling, contractual, consensual ways of making love, always consensual ways of making love. I seek not your pity. Before you I stand, a simple and proud monocular man in possession of a one-track mind without change. Foolish romantics have tried. Believe me, I would give my Cartier monocle not to be so one-eyed, but of this I am certain, definite. I have unwithering resolve, with extreme governance. There is no more cock on shore. There is no love for me by the sea. I, the sea.